Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melisa Rodriguez and I'm a first year medical student. For you guys that don't know this channel or have not subscribed yet, I make videos about medical school, about my experience, about the application to get into medical school, things like that, everything intertwined. And I make also some blogs about my lifestyle as a medical student. I know that I have not uploaded for now almost 2 weeks, and it's because I was so busy with exam preparation. I survived my first exam, which I'm really excited about, and today's the day after exam day. So I have survived my first exam, and I was just going to come here and talk to you guys about just things that I could do better, things that I can improve at. I feel like I've been taking too many weekends off, so that I have to change because it doesn't allow me to do the proper reviewing time that I need. And I was complaining a lot about not having enough time to study as much as I wanted. And if I feel like some things that I got wrong in the exam are just because of timing issues, and if I were to have time to study more, I would have gotten those things correct, because the questions are not that easy. It's just the amount of information in a very limited time. So I want to just be more proactive. I was complaining a lot and I felt a little bit overwhelmed, but at the end of the day now I feel blessed for the position that I am with, and I value a lot all of the resources that my school gives us and all of the opportunities to learn. And I just feel like I really need to take responsibility for my own learning, and the only way to do that is just being proactive so that I can do the reviewings early on in the learning process and be ready to ask questions in the review sessions. Things like that I think will help me more, being prepared. Of course I have to plan time for preparing presentations that I have to do for PBL, which is problem-based learning, and just preparing for clinicals is also something that takes me time, because we do have standardized patients that we have to interview and questions that we have to ask, and I want to get good at that because that's like the actual interaction with the patients, which is really exciting. But at the same time, it's important to just have a precise organization of the reviewing process and how I'm gonna do it, and I can't be taking that many weekends off. These past weekends I have been taking it more like family time and birthdays, celebrations, but that's not gonna be something that will work too much for me. I mean, 1 weekend is okay, 1 weekend in maybe a 1 month or 1 month and a half period, that's fine, but I can't be having too many breaks because I need that weekend time to kind of like do the reviewing process, the questioning, the Anki, just exposing myself to the material multiple times afterwards, and that just takes time. And even if I am super efficient during the weekdays, I'm not able to just completely take the weekend free. So that's something I need to manage. And just being I feel like I feel better when also I do the PPL presentations the same day, or at least I started, so that I'm not, because we do presentations every other day, so if I start preparing the presentation that same day that I'm given the topic, then I'm not pushed the following day or nervous in the nights or with a headache, because I don't really want to work on it on that specific time. So that's something to consider, and I just want to give you guys a little background on what I have been doing, what is working, what's not working, show you my typical week, and I hope you enjoy it. Something I wanted to mention is that I know that a lot, like, this doesn't end here. It's different from undergrad where you're taking a class and you learn the information and then you get the grade and you move on. Here, I'm done with the exam, but all of this information may come back. some way or another, and you can't forget about it. And more stuff is gonna come at you. Like, they're gonna teach me much more stuff, and I'm seeing the schedule and I'm like, oh my god, we're learning so much in just a few weeks of medical school, which I'm really happy about. And at the end of the day, I feel really grateful for studying what I love, which is medicine. And I feel that I just need to take the proper actions so that I can improve my studying skills and my studying habits, and not being stressed all the time, because that just builds on, you know. And I want to be efficient, but at the same time happy with my life and what I'm doing. I don't want to stop doing stuff that I love, such as exercising, singing sometimes, being with my family. Those are 3 really important things for me, and I want to continue doing it, but also having an organized studying schedule, because that's a full-time job, right? So in terms of exams, I had just done 2 of my main exams. One is anatomy, in which we covered everything like the muscles, interventions, actions, all of these things. That's a separate exam. And radiology as well, because we have sessions of radiology where they teach us how to recognize stuff on x-rays, MRIs, CT scans, things like that. And those, I think, are really helpful and help to apply this in real life scenarios, and I think will help us in our rotations. And then we have the FBS exams, which is Foundation of Biological Science. This is only for FAU medicine, my curriculum, but just to give you guys an idea of the exams that I take. And then that exam covers everything else. So immunology, embryology, basic science, which includes everything from biochemistry, pharmacology, things like that. I don't remember right now, but a lot of the everything else that you learn in medical school. So those are the 2 exams, the main 2 exams. And then we have quizzes, which are every 3 weeks, that cover 3 weeks of material, and those are like 25 questions. Which are a little bit easier to manage, but still a lot of information. So that's the arrangement for this semester. And then after next semester, we have already learned like all the basic information that we need to know in terms of anatomy and basic sciences, which are not basic for me because they're really difficult. They include a lot of details, so it's not basic. It's difficult. But next semester we're going into like organ systems, in which we cover like neurological, GI, cardio, and things like that. So it's more system based. So that's how it's going in my perspective. So I wanted to show you a little bit of what a typical week is for me, and what I hope to change for the next exam, like I told you guys. So this is the things that I want to incorporate in my studying. So first thing is question time. There's a weekly session that my school does, where we can ask questions to the professors, and I think it's a very valuable session that I'm never fully prepared to ask questions, and I want to be able to have questions ready by Monday, because we have to submit them. So the sessions are Thursday, so they cover the questions that we submit by Monday for the previous week. FOM prep is like preparing for Foundations of Medicine course, which is like the course where we learn how to actually be doctors, like interviewing standardized patients and doing different kinds of histories. This week we don't have one. We have something else that I'm not sure what it is, but we usually have that every Wednesday. PVL prep, I want to do the PVL prep like the same day that the case is presented to me, so that I'm not, rushing it. Then evaluations time, we have to do evaluations for all of our professors. That's a required part of our curriculum, which I value, but at the same time it takes me time, so I need to just schedule time so that I'm not late on that. Anki, I want to do Anki every day, not just like do it whenever I have the cards ready. I have to do them every day, because that's the only way that's gonna work, and I realize that I have not done that, so I need to change that. And also input the Anki like session the same day that they give me the class. And then priming with Words and Beyond, I want to do that. I have been wanting to do that a long time ago, but I have not organized time well enough in order to do that. So I want to just show you a little bit of what a typical week it is for me. It's different this week because it's the week after our exam, so we're still busy, but they're like making our week a little bit more simple. But I just wanted to give you guys an idea of how it looks. Okay, so like I said, I want to submit the questions for the content director content expert hour, which is the hour in which they answer our questions. And this I have to submit for Thursday and Fridays lectures, because we did not stop learning stuff after the exam, so we already have 4 lectures to cover. Okay, then I'm gonna wake up hopefully at 7 and start doing some Anki for the lectures on Thursday and Friday. This is Monday, by the way. And this is an hourly calendar that basically governs my life. Well, I govern my life through it, but I love it. It's from, I think, Day Designer. Yeah. And I have used this since the beginning of medical school, and it's really useful because it really tells me the hours of the day so that I don't end up putting too many tasks that I cannot achieve with the amount of time that I have. But yeah, I'm gonna wake up and hopefully do Anki for an hour. These are the lectures from Thursday and Friday. Then we have gross anatomy lectures. We have the heart and great vessels 1 and 2, and I want to cover that just like a first pass in that time. And then we have the PBL case. So today is Friday, so Monday will be the session number 2, because we cover the same case for 3 or 4 days. So Monday will be the session number 2, in which I have to present, and I will have the presentation ready by then. Then I put time for lunch, because I never have time to eat lunch. It's like crazy. But I want to review the anatomy and input the cards for this day. Like, I don't want to leave things behind. You get me? Like, be on top of the game, like put the questions from this day into Anki. And I love the picture image occlusion tool that we have on Anki, in which we can just occlude certain names for structures, and that helps me a lot. Then we have the PBL presentation prep. I want to prepare the presentation the same day that they give me the topic. And lastly, I want to do priming plus Anki. Like, keep on doing the Anki that I was doing for Thursday and Friday, just maybe because I'm sure I have not finished it in only 1 hour, so I want to keep doing it in the afternoon, and also priming for the next day. Okay. So the next day I have basic science lectures, which is typically biochemistry or embryo, something like that, or cell injury, cell biology. But I want to do Anki for anatomy in the morning, because I have already put the Anki cards yesterday, so I will have already cards for that. And then I will do the lectures. Let me see. Then we have an anatomy review, in which we're going to review Monday's lectures, which is good. They always allow time for questions and things like that. I love that. And then we have radiology session. Radiology is pretty much like an addition to the anatomy course, in which it teaches how to recognize stuff on CTs, X-rays, MRIs, etc. And then we have some student orgs activities. I love these. I love to learn about different specialties and different student organization groups. And this one is going to be about public health and advocacy, so I plan to attend that. And then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and review today's lecture. I wanna just keep up with the stuff that I'm given the same day. And then we have an interprofessional meet and greet, because our Foundations of Medicine course include interacting with other professions, such as nurse practitioners, nurses, social workers, etc. And we have to meet our group today, this day, which I'm really excited about. And also, I have not added it to here, but I'm hoping to do a volunteer session in which I talk. It's like a quarantine and conversation session, and I'm hoping to confirm that for 4:30, and it is with a club that it's in school as the geriatrics interest club, and we're just going to have conversations with the elderly that are sadly isolated in the healthcare facilities. And I used to do music therapy when I was an undergrad, so I love interacting with that population. And then I'm gonna do the Anki that I had, anything that I have to do. And then I have my workout. So that's what I have for Tuesday. I might add some stuff because of course time changes and things may push a little bit. Okay, so Wednesday. This is Wednesday the 30th. So I have more lectures in the morning, cardiovascular histology. I feel that would be interesting. And then I have the PBL case. I have to present there and we have to discuss the case. I love this session. I love this curriculum. Honestly, I love how they integrate different stuff, different topics. They don't overload me with only, like, for example, biochemistry or only embryology. No, they like mix it up, which just makes it more engaging and more interesting. And then I have a student org activity in which we're learning about maternal mental health. They're training us. I don't know what that consists of, but I'm gonna go for sure because I love learning new things. And then on Wednesday we usually have the clinicals. Like I told you guys, I have FOM, Foundations of Medicine, every Wednesday from 3 to 5. But this Wednesday, I think it's because it's a week after our exam, we're not doing it. We're doing a safe zone training, which I don't know what it is. It's in the schedule that way, but I think they're preparing us for the future somehow. So then I'm gonna wanna prepare the PBL the same day that they give me the case. This is my goal. And then family time, of course, because I always spend a little bit of family time around 5 or 6 when my dad comes from work, and I love doing that. And then I wanna, for the night, of course, if I want, I could just do it earlier, you know. I just put it here to have an idea of what I have to do that day. I have to review today's lecture and input them into Anki, like I said, review these lectures, and then priming for tomorrow, which I want to do with Boards and Beyond. Okay, yay, it's the end of the month and we're going into Thursday, October 1st. So we have more lectures that I have to do first pass on, and I have Science of Clinical Practice, in which we are just discussing a training that we have on racial equity, and this is the course that they teach us about like controversial topics and things we have to discuss. And then we have a small group with a faculty, and it's a doctor that just spends time with us discussing the topics. I really value these sessions, they're really useful. And then I have the CBCE hour, which is, I told you, the review hour in which we can ask questions. I have lunch here, I haven't put it back. Then there is some office hours for my anatomy professor. I might go, I don't know if I have any questions. And then a workout, I want to do a workout on Thursday and review today's lecture and put them into Anki. You see the spaces that I have, those are not real spaces. I have to do reviewing or Anki for the previous days, you know, because like I told you, I want to do Anki every day. And lastly, I'm going to show you guys Friday I have to do evaluations. Like I said, I need to do evaluations as are required. More lectures on transplantation and inborn errors of metabolism. Another PBL session in which we have to present. And then we have the M1 student council elections. I'm excited for that. I didn't think I was going to like run for positions, but I'm going to because of I'm overachiever, so I'm gonna try to get one position there. We'll see how it goes. I'll let you know through Instagram. Follow me on Instagram so you can get more updates. And then we have PBL presentation prep, in which I'm going to prepare that presentation. It's like a trend, but every day is different. It's not the same every day, you know. And we have an FOM virtual meeting if we want to meet with the FOM directors, and I have to review today's lecture. So this is a pretty like typical week, but at the same time it's a lighter type of week, and I wanted to show you guys just what's mandatory of the curriculum. And of course other weeks are a little bit more hectic, but thankfully since this is the week after the exam, we're a little bit lighter. and I just hope to be on top of the game with reviewing the information so that I can be better. And yeah, this is Friday, and I have not planned the weekend, but that's like the weekend days in which I filmed the videos. Hopefully I'm gonna get YouTube time on that Saturday. So yeah, guys, thank you for being with me and watching the video. I hope this is interesting for you and just gives you a little bit of an idea of how medical school is. And yeah, make sure to subscribe for more videos like this. Give me suggestions in the comments below. Give me a like, and I'll see you in the next video.